Well, would you look at that, I've won the poll for the truck race here at Pocono. And this weekend marks the return of MBM and Mike Harmon racing to the truck series. Although, it's weird to think because I'm actually a Toyota truck, while in the video here the creator made me a Chevy. Hey, let's not start breaking the fourth wall now. NASCAR Sonic fan didn't know you were gonna be a Toyota until now. You're right, my bad, sorry about that. Let's go truck racing here in the mountains of Pennsylvania. Slammed into the wall and lost my tire. It will end the stage and I'll pick up the stage win. Also, it is worth noting that I have a different crew chief with me today, so we'll see if this is a permanent change for the rest of the season or if it's just for this race. Y'all better check y'all watches because Heim Time will pick up the win in stage 2. The freak was the 9 thinking squeezing me up like that? Well, there goes what could have been a perfect day for me. Hey look, I didn't know that the 34 was the control truck. All I know is that the 11 had an issue and I decided to move up into the front row next to the 34 and I just went. I didn't know the 34 was the control truck. And that gave me the opportunity to get my first win finally of 2025 in the 34 truck here at Pocono. I could have easily won that race if only I didn't have that flat rear tire. Serves you right, Heim. You're the most overconfident driver in this series. Anyways, let's move on to the Xfinity race. Well, just like last year, I'm back in the Hendrick number 17 Xfinity entry for the Xfinity race here at Pocono, hoping to gain some momentum for Sunday's Cup race. And in addition to being his boss, I'm also Connor's crew chief for today since his normal crew chief is serving a suspension. And we're underway for the NASCAR Xfinity series here at Pocono. Can this season please just end already? Looks like I won't be able to get the experience at this track with the mechanical failure early on in the race. But with that, I'll take the first stage. Well, at least I got some stage points. Just got a little bit of help from the 45. And with that, I'll take the second stage win. Turn 2 is just not being good to some of us drivers running in the back. Just made contact with another driver. Well, that was a bad hit into the back end of the car. Yeah, the other drivers weren't caring about turn 2. It sucks. And after all of that, I shall win the Xfinity Series race at Pocono, my first oval win with my boss as my crew chief. Awesome job, Connor. You drove well in that 88 car today. It's amazing to see that Connor Zillage was able to get his first oval win at Pocono. Way to go for him. Now let's recap the Cup race, the Great American Getaway 400 here at Pocono. Ha! After being on baby watch and having to miss out on a race last week, I have won the pole here at Pocono. Get ready to get dominated by the 11. And I am back making a start in the Cup Series driving the same number that I normally do in the Xfinity Series. We are under a bit of a rain delay, so we'll have to wait until the weather clears up to go racing. After about a couple hours of a delay, we are finally getting ready to go racing here at the Tricky Triangle for the Cup Series. With me being in the Hall of Fame class for 2026, it was such an honor to be the Grand Marshal for today's race. Ha! Nothing's gonna slow me down still because I will take the first stage. White front tire failure. The brakes failed on me and I slammed into the wall. This is really frustrating how I should end my day like this. Well, I just did a stupid move there as I went into the pits while they were still closed. Another right front tire issue. Well, this sucks, especially after we done so well last weekend at Mexico City. And with that, I'll take the second stage. Got loose coming off the corner. Well, at least I've already locked myself into the playoffs with that win at Mexico City last weekend. Well, what do you know? I was able to save my fuel long enough in order to score my first win with my new team at Joe Gibbs Racing. So proud that you were able to win in this 19 car for this team. Congrats on your win at Pocono, Chase. You really deserved it. Thanks, coach. Well, congrats on Chase Briscoe on getting his third win and his first win with Joe Gibbs Racing at Pocono. And that marks the end of the 5-race deal with Amazon Prime. And I gotta say, they did pretty well for the first time streaming the races. But now the Cup Series broadcasting shall move over to TNT Sports starting with Atlanta this coming weekend. And this schedule will be quite different than normal. We will still have a triple header weekend, but the Xfinity Series will be run on Friday night, while the Truck Series and Cup Series will have a double header with the trucks at Lime Rock Park and the Cup Series at Atlanta. So looking forward to this. So with that being said, thank you all for watching this weekend race recap, and we'll see you next weekend at Lime Rock Park for the trucks and Atlanta for the Xfinity and Cup Series races.